I'm Taliya.
Hi, I'm Matthew, and we are
the
the
critics.
critics. And this week we're reviewing Freeheld. And I think overall our perception is that it's a really good story and a really good movie. I think we both enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I think one of the reasons that we found it so successful was that it's at its heart about simple, ordinary people, about an issue that shouldn't be complicated, and has a very simple, easy to follow story that goes through it. And I think that the movie encapsulates that perfectly. There's no overacting, there's no complication of the issues are very clearly what they are. And the story itself isn't one that, becomes hugely dramatic or overly complex, and is kept very simple. And I think ultimately a very successful telling of a very sad story.
Yeah, it was really sad.
Yeah.
Really, really depressing. But also it felt necessary that they took it to the places where they did.
Yeah.
As Matt said, a story about simple people told simply.
Yeah.
We also felt that through the acting. I mean, I think both Ellen Page and Julianne Moore are such great actresses. Also Michael Shannon, the guy who played the cop.
Yes.
Or General Zod, as we have seen him. The way they played their characters, I wasn't seeing Julianne Moore or Michael Shannon. I was just seeing these people that they were playing.
Yeah.
So simplistically yet perfect in the way they acted it out.
Yeah.
You could just see that they were going through their everyday lives, going through the struggle of her being ill, and it was told really in a good way. They did a good job of just keeping it simple all the way, but yet very impactful at the same time.
Yeah. Even the beginning, it's a simple love story. It's not overly complicated.
Yeah.
It's how you would imagine someone to tell the story of how did you meet? Oh, we met playing volleyball.
Yeah, it was well done. Very, very well done. In line with that, we thought that the directing was also spot on in the way that they told the story. We had the juxtaposition of the campaign where the character portrayed by Steve Carell, the lawyer, wanted equal rights, gay marriage rights, and on the other hand we had Julianne Moore's character who just wanted her partner to have a pension fund. How they did that very well in the film, where we were shown Steve Carell's character driving the campaign, very passionate, very energetic. He had rallied up a whole lot of people and was, threatening, but in still a simple way. And then straight after that we'd be taken to a scene of Julianne Moore, her character suffering, taking treatment, and she kept saying, I don't care about this label of gay marriage, I just want equality, equality. So both sides of the coin were impactful and necessary and important.
And a very strong juxtaposition between
the
public facade and into the personal. And bringing it back to this is a real person's life.
And even when it came together, the directing still came together. Because it was the whole campaign, the whole pressure on the officials in charge of making the decision, and then she was just strolled in and it all went silent. And then Ellen Page's character came in and said, we're just ordinary people. We just want, this is a simple solution, help us out. So the directing was spot on right until the end when both sides sort of came together. Very well done.
So I mean, the one thing that I think a lot of people could be finding problematic with the movie is there isn't a grand climax that we often expect with movies of this nature. And I think that that's a legitimate criticism to have the movie, but I think it misses, for me, what we've been discussing this all the way through, what the point of the story was. Is it's just, these are simple people, simple lives, an issue that ought to be simple, and it got resolved in a non-climatic way, which is how it should have started. For me, there isn't a big scene. Even when she dies at the end, it's somber. It's not. There's nothing gained from that. When the court awards it in her favor, it's not
celebration.
It's not. It's life. I don't know. Maybe it's just a case of life carries on and.
I would understand if people had an issue with there being not a big celebratory climax, because if you look at America last year, of course, gay marriage was legalized.
Yeah.
So in that context, although this is set in 2002, I think it is.
Yeah.
In that context of what's going on now, even in our own country,
Yeah.
I would understand if people say, it was sort of downplayed.
Yeah.
But then if you look at the film in the entire context, it's simple.
It wouldn't a grand ending and climax wouldn't have fitted in with the
way
tone
the story had
of the
been
rest of
told.
the
Yeah,
movie.
that's true.
The critique that I have though, my real critique, and it's a small thing but I think it's important, is that the end, so as is common with most life stories, we get pictures at the end which I think were amazing, and it really hits home that these were real people and you get to see them, and because there is look, there's General Zod. But when you see the real people, it's very impactful.
Yeah.
But the one thing that's also very common is to be told what happened thereafter. And one of the things that I found sad, I guess, is that they told us the progression of same-sex couple marriage, or homosexual marriage and its legalization. And as much as it's good that it happened, obviously, in the context of this movie where the characters were very specific that this was about equality, not marriage, it didn't seem to fit in with what the story was trying to tell from their perspective.
You mean?
It gave into what what Steve Carell wanted.
Yeah, the campaign, not the personal.
Not the personal, and because this was so personal, I mean, you said it. I think it could have just been, Ellen Page's character
giving her speech at the end.
Well,
and where she is now.
Yeah, she is currently still living in the house.
And that would have just drove home. They achieved what they wanted to. Her partner has a pension fund and she's living.
Yeah, and happy, and I think that would have been short and sweet and much better than, and here's how it progressed later on, which is good. It's excellent. It's amazing it progressed, but there wasn't ever a tie-in to how this story impacted that progression in terms of the legislation. But that's I think our main critique, and it's not a few seconds at the end, but
yeah, it doesn't draw away from the fact that we thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And we highly recommend it, especially in today's context.
Yeah. So thumbs.
2 from me.
Yeah.
It was good.
It was, yeah. I don't think it's going to be the best movie of the year, but it's nice to see a simple story.
Yeah. Very well done. Okay, thank you for watching, everyone. If you liked our video, please like and subscribe. You can check out the links to our Twitter, Facebook and Instagram in the description box below. I'm Taliya.
I'm Matthew.
And this has been the Critics Review of Freeheld.